What do you propose to do when you announce this plan in the next week or two?
Right. So what this plan will do is to make financing from the government available alongside public and private capital so that we can get these markets open up again. The reason why these markets are not moving now is because there's no financing available and no confidence in people's capacity to make judgments about ultimate losses. And so by providing financing, government leverage alongside public and private capital, we think we can make a meaningful difference in starting to open up these markets and starting to trade again. There's capital that wants to come into the system, but it just can't get financing. So as an example, just make this one example. So if you had to sell your house tomorrow in a market where nobody could get a mortgage, then your house would be worth much less than in that context. And that's partly why these markets aren't moving and why people aren't selling stuff that otherwise would sell.
Will you continue to find it necessary to take public money and invest in these banks to increase your capital interest in these banks?
Well, Charlie, I think what's important to recognize about this approach is we're going to try to use a market mechanism to get these markets working again, because it's not going to be as effective and as efficient to do it solely on the strength of the government's resources. We want to get more bang for our dollar. We want to do so in a way that protects the taxpayers. And I think the best way to do that is to get these markets working again. We're providing, in a sense, that's a catalyst, catalytic finance to help that process get going again. Now, there are a lot of people who want us to come in and pay an inflated price for these assets and have the government absorb a bunch of those losses directly to socialize that risk.
Well, they're the people who hold the assets in part.
They are. And we don't think that's the right approach for the American taxpayer, and we're not prepared to pursue that approach.